It is in our idleness, in our dreams, that the submerged of genius makes no mistakes. Steve, do you have any other profound things to say right now?
What do you think I've been saying all this time?
Should I turn it off?
You know, these are, look, buffalo.
They are! Video. Oh, there's the buffalo.
Thank God, buffalo, grass-fed.
Home where the buffalo roam. Why not seize the pleasure at once? How often is happiness destroyed by preparation, foolish preparation? Stand,
And
Steve.
preparation H.
Steve!
And preparation H.
H. Stands the church clock at 10 to 3. And is there honey?
This
Honey.
begins
Honey.
our video
See?
counting
It's hard
of
to
our
read.
trip.
Is there honey still for tea?
There's
Innocent.
something more beautiful
Oh, that is-
and
that's
lasting.
And the beautiful.
Wait,
That's
wait.
hilarious.
There's something more beautiful and lasting than life.
The innocent
What is
and
that?
the beautiful have no enemy.
All right, we're trapped on the train.
By time.
We're having a good time,
Breathless.
but the toilets don't work.
We flung,
We're
So
going backwards.
breathless, we
if
flung
you
us
wanna
on the
poop
windy
on this
hill.
train, you got to go to the last car, open the door, and crap out onto the tracks. It's really rough. But the best part is there's a line, so you get to watch. You know, every now and then we lose somebody, but usually they're just a child.
We just call them the poop flingers.
The child and the old, they tend to go
I
over.
poop freely.
But there's another train coming a few miles behind that picks them up.
We feel sorry for
They call
their
it
driver.
the pooper scooper.
Laughed in the
Yes.
sun and kissed the lovely grass.
And see, here's
It's
where
never
we
too
are.
late to be what you might have
We're
been.
nowhere.
Viscountess
This
Esther,
is-
if I were married to
Where
you,
are we? Southern
I'd put poison in your coffee. Churchill, if you were my wife, I'd drink it. I never forget a face, but in your case,
I'll
be
make an
glad to make
exception.
an exception.
And after that,
You
it
notice
says
we're
money.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't get that part.
They're all broken down out here in the middle of Wyoming.
Oh, that's Eddie Money?
Eddie Money wrote that?
I don't know.
I put this on me.
Put this on
I'll
you.
point it
Okay.
out.
What do I do? Do I press something?
Just don't do anything. Just
Okay.
here we are on
This
our
was the
trip
greatest
around
thing
the
ever.
country.
Hearts are not
It's
had as a gift, but hearts are earned.
26 hours into our trip. It's our first footage because we were having too much fun.
Flood?
Too much fun to chronicle it. And we've had too much. We've been too busy. Where are you going? I'm over here. Over here.
Wait, I'll be right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Find
been-
yourself a seat saver.
Yes, we've been too busy having fun to chronicle it. Now that, well, we're still having fun, but we decided to start.
The train is stopped. We're stuck.
So we left Martinez, California,
What are those blue
and
flowers?
the first footage you get is the middle of Wyoming, or the southern tip of Wyoming.
No, we're in Colorado.
No, not yet.
Yes, we
We're
are.
gonna head south to Colorado pretty soon.
How do you know?
Because I just made the announcement like 10 minutes ago.
We're in
Then we
Wyoming.
stop in Cheyenne and then we go to Colorado.
Yeah, we're south of Cheyenne.
All right, you're
Junior conductor guy.
Wait, you're a English.
She's a conductorette.
I'm going to be an English teacher.
She's gonna be an English teacher.
Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned.
How can I back off, Steve, a little bit? Because it's too close to you.
Come on.
I would go with Gino Austin, but I have no idea.
This one?
FDR. Why does everybody think
So
that's FDR?
what you've missed is from Martinez to
All right.
Wyoming, which
Who is that?
adds up to nothing. We went through 15 tunnels and we can't shit. Because apparently Amtrak has this deal that once you go above sea level, the toilets stop working.
Have no any
So it
But your
started with
sphincter
ours.
doesn't.
It was actually a chain reaction. It started with our
Hearts are
toilets
not
on
had
this train car,
as a
which
gift,
is called
hearts are earned.
District of Columbia, or 632. And the toilets wouldn't flush, so we had to go to the next car to shit.
William
So
Butler-
everybody went to the
Butler
next
Yates.
car, and we filled it up, and now it won't work either. So now most all the toilets in the train are full of shit, and they're not running.
Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned.
So we're all holding on tight. Our sphincters are pursed as we wait
So
for
am I.
Denver, which will
I'm
be
from
coming up
Pennsylvania.
in about 5 hours, and then
That's a
we're
beautiful thing.
it's going to be a hell of a sight in Denver.
Say that's
Trains
a
are going to
beautiful
stop,
thing.
doors are going to open, and thousands of people are
That's
going
what
to go
everybody
running out
said.
of the
That's
train
FDR.
and headed for the nearest restaurant, which will say customers only. So they're gonna all be buying cheeseburgers. And
That looks like your
shitting.
brain right there.
This is my brain. This is my brain on. This is my brain. This is my brain on drugs.
That's his brain on
This
cauliflower.
is my brain on organic cauliflower. This is my brain on corn-fed beef, which is all they serve here. But they tout it.
Are you spouting? Is he spouting?
Yeah, I'm spouting. It's called stream of consciousness.
Say something, Gino, about your train ride.
I am having the time of my life. Sans the
Sans toiletry.
toilet's not working.
If he'd have brought his tools, he could have fixed the
I
toilet.
could. I had a compressor. If I would have brought my compressor,
Yeah.
I could have hooked it up and made it work.
When we get to Denver, I'm buying one of those little battery-powered fans and a butt sucker.
Cheapest save me. I don't believe in cheapest.
I'm getting one of
Cheapest
those.
save me.
They got the astronauts.
Ass?
No.
Astronauts?
Well, no, but they got a store for astronauts there. It's a NASA thing.
What,
And
they suck the
I'm getting a butt sucker. Yeah.
nuts out of your ass?
Yeah, they vacuum seal it and you fling it out the window. But why do you think the grass is so green? It's because people have to crap out the window on these trains.
Jesus loves me. This
But-
I know.
What I learned from the professionals is that 80% of the time the toilets don't work on Amtrak. So send this clip, put this clip on YouTube. 80% of the time on Amtrak, the toilets don't work.
On this,
This was a
No,
quote
no,
from
no.
an Amtrak.
You can't say-
No, that's above sea level.
4,000 feet.
So as long as you're in like Amsterdam or
East
South
Coast.
Sacramento, yeah, or anywhere below sea level, you're fine. They're actually considering building a tunnel from California to New Jersey so that the toilets will work because they don't
Only
work.
California to Denver.
California. Why can't they build a compressor that runs off the wheels so that the wheels
They do.
creates a compression and then
The owner, the president, doesn't want to spend the money.
because the president never rides Amtrak, he flies.
Because he's putting all the money in his pocket.
He's got his own Lear
You took a
jet.
shower?
And this is going on YouTube. So all you execs that this is what you call
A couple minutes ago.
consumerism in revolt. I mean, we're having a good time. Out of 24 hours in the day, I'm having a good time.
Here.
23 hours and 45 minutes. The rest of the time I have to crap really bad. And I'm not having a lot of fun. You gotta ask an AIDS Find some kid.
I used to know all those.
Yeah.
Communist.
Cumulus.
Cumulus. It's a cumulus cloud. It's a biggie.
Accumulating water.
It's a big one.
And then Sirius, because that means there's a Sirius.
Now you're on the dark side. I'm on the bright side. We switch. You got a light on your elbow. That's why you're hot.
There goes
Okay, both of you lean forward.
my film production quality right
Jesus loves us. Are we the sons of Jesus? He's
You're-
like the lamb.
you're all in the
and
dark.
He should be slaughtered.
You're all in
as
the
a lamb.
dark because it's dark.
What's going on?
there. Jesus'
eBay?
mother-in-law.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What?
Doing the hallway now. All right. Should I
Not
take a
gonna-
picture of the
Go
bathroom?
film yourself.
Yeah, good. That's what I would take a picture of the poop in the toilet.
No, I'm not doing that.
Walk all the way to the end of the train.
Not going there.
Go upstairs and walk all the way in
I'm fine.
and narrate the funny quips all the way.
Quips.
Quips, lots of quips.
Quips.
Luggage. Just doing a picture biography here.
It's all about getting drunk. That's what the government wants you to do. Get drunk.
Did I turn it off? Look and see.
Oh, now you're back?
Yeah, did I turn it off?
No, you didn't turn it off. That means they're actually seeing what we're talking about right now. That could be dangerous.
Turn it off.
And then we're going to talk about really secret stuff.
Yeah, turn it off.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, turn
Turn
it
it off.
don't know how you push 30 students.
Do you do any Socratic question answer process?
Why am I filming now? It's because we're going across the Mississippi, and we're almost the way across it.
But they don't want to appear stupid.
That's not a mile wide. Is it supposed to be a mile wide?
But it's more procedural.
But I mean, that's another process, the Socratic method, and having the students really push you
Down there, much a mile wide.
back. And then
When
they
I
have
try
ownership.
Socratic, usually I'll get people in. It never gets anywhere. I mean,
And here we are outside of Chicago. About 10 minutes away, I think.
Let's go, let's play. Hurry, hurry.
This is hey, there's an Amtrak train. That's just like ours, so now you know what we're in. We're in a train that looks exactly like that. Except their toilets work. Ours don't.
You don't know that.
Probably see the city sky. Oh, yeah, we're going to the yards now. Okay, just a few more minutes,
We're
okay?
practically there.
Yeah, just about there.
Okay, here we are at the Intercontinental Hotel in Chicago, our first stop on our whirlwind tour of America. And this is just a look out the window. There's nobody mooning us from the other rooms, unfortunately, but we will moon them.
22nd floor.
We are on the 22nd floor, 2269, in case you hear this and you want to come visit. There's some nice places over there. And yeah, this is my lovely wife getting ready, because we are going out boogieing, if you know what I mean. We are going stepping out tonight. Gino's already gone. He was in and out like a shot. He is already in the bar, and we are headed down there to catch up with him. So we will take this camera with us, and God knows what we'll see.
Minx? It's so politically Hi,
Where are you?
I'm in Chicago eating calamari, which I could do in San Francisco, but it's more fun right now in
I'm
Chicago.
not going to mention the bar.
I'm at Harry Carey's bar.
Get it right.
As in Harry Carey the actor? Or committing Harry Carey? I don't know.
What are the chances of that?
Somebody's
You're gonna
filming
be
me.
on TV.
Yeah, he's a fluffer nutter.
That little girl was listening to every word you said.
Yeah, yep. Bring her up right.
Oh, there's Harry Carey. Take a
Take a
picture.
picture of the bar, honey.
Huh?
Take a picture of the restaurant.
I did. What do you think I've been filming? Now I got to film it twice just to satisfy your perverse
My
desire.
insatiable
Where's your
desire.
slammer camera?
Fly on,
dancing allowed.
See, here they go. Here they go.
You're gonna take it away.
And crush it. It's rip the pig out.
Thank you for coming. You said,
They're coming for me. Taking bootleg movies.
Go up there and dance.
He is a bad man. He's got pussy knees and a
You'll quit
DVD out of
sneezing.
Delmar Glenwood's program. Spits one like that.
If you quit your goddamn sneezing.
This is Jay Brown.
There's the American Gothic. All right, you tell me, Gino, you know. Who's the artist that painted that American Gothic? Yeah, but it's not telling you who the painter was. Oh, all right. That's perfect. This is a definitely premonition of Decorah. Food. Yeah, geez, Amtrak didn't even do that. They're just probably looking for liquor so they can sell you theirs.
A perfect Art Deco building of the from the LaSalle Wacker building of the 1920s, shaped like an armchair, all the setbacks and the accents on the vertical. Remember, in the 1920s, there was no air conditioning, no fluorescent lighting. When you have setbacks, then you have lots, you can get lots of air, lots of light, shaped like an armchair. That is very typical of Chicago Art Deco because of the zoning. We had to have setbacks for a while on our buildings. The reason was that both here and in New York, we were building so many tall buildings that we thought there'd be no air or light getting to the street. So by creating setbacks, it also allowed air and light to the streets. Look at this old building, 1928, Graham Anderson, Probst and White, and the addition. Look how they complement each other. The addition, 60 years later, 1986, almost 60 years later, and they are united by a mansard roof. So a lot of wonderful things can happen to buildings over the years. That is part of the legend of Mrs. O'Leary. But the fire definitely started there. Picture this. The wind is blowing. The fire, it goes up on your left, what will now be your left, on the left side of the river. And what does it do? A little way over here, it crosses the river. It then continues north to where you got on the boat today. While you are standing there, imagine a fire coming. It jumps the river and goes 2.5 more miles. Everything in its path was destroyed except for the water tower that maybe you've all seen on Michigan Avenue. Everything was destroyed. The whole commercial part of the city, plus 300 people died and 100,000 people were homeless. Well, that's a big problem. But we had to rebuild our city, and we had to do it very quickly because we were the center of the grain industry, lumber industry, coal industry, and the hub of the nation's railroad network. If you were going from east to west, where did you go? You had to come through Chicago. And that was very lucky for us that we attracted the very, very best who came to our city. Architects, engineers, city developers, city planners, and banks, people with money. And that is the genesis of our reputation as a great architectural city. So in a way, our Chicago fire did us some real good. So, Mrs. O'Leary, ask me what happened to poor Mrs. O'Leary. She was the most unpopular person in America. You know why? Her house never burned down because it was south of her barn. So the fire came north, her house was still standing. You should read the newspaper reports. I wish I had time to tell you, but I don't. You could go online. Oh my goodness. She was recently exonerated a few years ago, officially by our city council, from all blame. Okay. 1,350 feet high, 443 meters, for a long time the tallest building in the world. The
Sears Tower.
There are amazing. 103 elevator cabs built for a daytime population of 16,000, and is so big it had its own postal code. However, that title was taken away from it by the Kuala Lumpur, the Petronas Towers, and that title was taken away from them by Taipei 101 in Taiwan. But look at the Sears Tower very quickly. In the United Arab Emirates, Adrian Smith is building the Burj Dubai. I said I had another appointment. Okay, but that's what you could do. And by the way, it's going to be open late at night. So if you think as a tourist it would be fun, go up there later in the day and do that. And I think it's about $15.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger.
What is the main entertainment in Iowa? Can anybody tell me?
Watching corn grow, or watching the goat, hog shit.
Watching the hog shit?
Okay, all right.
Berkeley.
We go to Walmart. Hey.
Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida.
Walmart? Oh, you moved.
Wow.
Guys, you guys are just knowing trouble.
And we're at the Billy Goat, which is famous on Saturday Night Live for cheeseburger.
Good weather?
They don't have tax.
No income tax?
I just happen to know some guys.
All right, he's a general contractor.
So I try to give you a little bit of a view of what Wisconsin looks like. Lots of rolling green, lots of trees, lots of small little towns. I don't know how many people live in Wisconsin, but I'm betting there might be more deer here than people. It's just a very green, spacious area. Lots of little farms. Although Steve would say it's probably a bunch of agribusiness and they're not really farming in these little farms.
We're done with that.
Anyway, this is Wisconsin. It's very pretty. I don't think...
They cut these damn trees down and be able to see something.
There we go.
Oh. There.
There's what?
Big old boat out there.
Well, that's got to be the river.
Hi, it's me.
That's barge.
Kind of breaking up. I just wanted to let you know I'm
Oh, that's
about
a
25 minutes.
huge barge.
Sure is.
I'll see you when you get home.
Can't tell from the camera, but there's naked people all along the banks.
Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Well, what are you not seeing anything?
I'm seeing a blur of trees. It's to match Susan's blur of trees that she filmed on the other side. Wow. Huh. Okay, we're in Decorah, and we've got to our bed and breakfast. We're in a king suite, the top floor, and this is going to be your tour of the place. Okay. It's a hell of a room. Look at that. There's an electrical outlet. Isn't that amazing? You gonna take us on a tour?
Yes, this is where we're staying in Decorah. It's called the Bed and B&B on Broadway. Now we're going downstairs.
No, we're not. We're gonna look at the room.
This is the couch.
Okay. Oh, look at that, a couch. Oh God, I can't have everything. The cupola. Francis Ford. Okay, this is the Francis Ford room. Turret. Yeah. An old radio, if you want to listen to some old stations. Oh, there's a crib for babies. They're already in them. Oh, this is nice. This is La Cupola. There's a really old map of Chicago there. Beautiful views. Okay. Look at this big old gargantuan king-size bed with real feather pillows. And down comforters. Check out the tub. It's a jacuzzi with colored lights and bubbles and kinds of fancy stuff. I'm your host. Living room. Flat screen. Here's my shoes. Psychiatrist couch, in case you can't stand the joy. Kitchen. Are you peeing? I'll be right in. Okay. That side, there are people out there conversing. Okay, kitchenette. Very nice. And, yep, we missed the highlight of the tour. And the super shower, which has aromatherapy, its own heating system, its own fans, its own aroma. I don't know how you do the aromatherapy thing. But you just dump that stuff on yourself or what? I don't know. Okay, well there's a dizzying tour. A 3-minute tour.
Hey, we'll see ya. Which one do you think that would be the smartest buy?
You pick out something for River, honey. I got.
This one is made for the National Farm Toy.
Boys, you'll get these eventually, and this is where they came from. Just so you know.
Excellent. This one here, I don't like. It's scale models. It's a different company. The detail is not nearly as nice, and it's got steel wheels, and most people don't like the steel wheels as well as rubber brakes. So, track tractors. What's wrong with this piece is it's got rubber track.
Yeah.
And the rubber track deteriorates, and then you got a piece with no track. If you were going to buy
$110
dozer, you would want to get one that's got the metal segment track.
Yeah.
So it's a collector edition, but the metal segment track, and it stays.
Oh, so if I buy this, I'm not supposed to open it and play with it?
Oh no!
Because I want to play with it.
Absolutely, open it and play with it. Absolutely. I think.
So what's the difference between this and that besides that $50?
This is extremely highly detailed tractor. It's like these pieces. They got all the little levers on. They're a collector high detail key series. This is $145. They're all very, very expensive when you get into these precisions. That's a Precision Classic number 6. And it's very fragile. Those are fragile pieces. This is much better.
For playing with?
If you're going to play with it all, yes, that's much, much better.
All right. Well, that's a pretty good buy.
How are you going to travel with that? Are you going to ship it yourself?
Carry on. We're allowed to have a carry on.
Yeah, you're allowed to have a carry on. You play with it on the train.
They were
short by Chandler Luzon. All right. 90 and away we go. $90 now, 90 now, 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 90 bid, now 5. I'll bid $90 now, 5, 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95. I'll bid $90 now, 5, 91 then, 91, 1, 1, 1, 91, 91, 91, 91, $91. Now 2, bid 91, now 2, now 3, 93, now 4, in the $94 now 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95. Sold at $94. Brooding Rock Product. Skyline Material. Decorah Iowa. Thank you, Dwayne. Alrighty, this next big is Luke Mossman, the pair of pigs, and $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $15, $15, $15, $20. Now 5, $25, now 30, yeah, $30, now 5, 35, $35, 135, 35, 35, 35. I'll bid another 30 now, 5, 35, $40, 40 now, $40. I'll bid another 35 now, $40, $40, $40, $40. I sold $1.35. Union Produce Pioneer Seeds, thank you. 15, $15, 20, and another $25, $25, $125, $20 now. And $30, $30, now 5, $35, $135, $135, $135. I'll bid another 35 now, $40, $40 now, 5, $45, $45, $45, $50, and another $51, $51, $50. Now 5, and $60, $160. I'll bid $155 now, $60. I'll bid $155 now, $60, $160 now, 5, $65 now, $70, $170, $170, $170, $170 now, $70. I'll bid another $65 now, $71, $70 now, 5, $175, $175, $80, and $180 now, $180, $180, $80, $80.
Are you guys, anyone or everyone, pretty familiar with Seed Savers and what we do, or should I start from the beginning and tell all the basics?
Go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
you're getting the whole spiel whether you want it or not. So, Seed Savers, pretty much we have two main hats that we wear. We do genetic preservation of heirloom varieties of vegetables. That's the main reason for the organization. What makes us pretty well known is our seed catalog. We also sell vegetable and flower seeds. All of those proceeds from those seed sales go to our preservation efforts. And so we've got two different things going on in the fact that we do seed production for sale, commercial seed, and then we also do seed production for preservation. We also...
What's meant by heirloom?
Well, heirloom can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. What we try to preserve varieties that have some history to them. They've been passed down to, most people consider heirlooms varieties that have been passed down from generation to generation within a family, within a region. Usually it infers that they're open pollinated. They're varieties that will come true to type. They're not crossed, they're not going to segregate, they're going to stay pretty much the way they are as varieties. Not everything that we have in our collection is a true heirloom in that it's been preserved, by families per se, but they are all open pollinated, and we're trying to maintain them. There's a few ways to look at genetic diversity. We are preserving, mainly what we're doing here is preserving cultivars. So we're saying people have worked, for years and years and years, selecting, getting these vegetables to the state that they are in these varieties, and we're maintaining them as such. The USDA does a lot of genetic preservation. They're more interested in the genes. So they let things kind of cross up, and I shouldn't say that. It depends on what they're preserving. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But they're more interested in the genes. We're trying to keep things as the varieties. We're saying this is art. People have worked to get this variety to the state it's in. It's taken them years and years of selection and growing out, and we're trying to keep it in that state. So that's pretty much what we have here. And the way what you see out here is these gardens right here. This is what we call our display gardens. So these are the varieties that are in our catalog. Our catalog has about 650 different varieties in it, vegetables, herbs, flowers, and we like to grow them here every year so that people can come out and they can see, what the varieties are that we maintain in our catalog. We are trying to introduce new varieties. We have hopes of introducing new ones every year, and we can cut through the field a little bit here.
And
I'm shocked that it's.
you know, the field was half full. And I thought, oh, that's a nice, decent, friendly little quaint get together. You know what? This could be like Reggae on the River, Iowa style.
I don't know if they're prepared for that.
It could. Why couldn't? What would stop it?
It's a lot of work to pull it off.
Yeah, we need more field. They'd have to take out all the barns and. Oh yeah, you like that?
It's $14.
It's the local wine.
Yeah, but you got to drive way back in there. You see, there used to be Point Springs. It used to be a
What crowd? The great brown crowd.
I'm going. I gotta go. I gotta go.
You were back in there.
No, I wasn't. I invited myself, and then they said, "Yeah, okay."
What do you guys eat?
Okay, all right. That's a third person who said McGaffey. Sir McGaffey?
To be able to see you pretty good. If you haven't been to an auction, what you do is you hold your hand up in the air and you holler like, if we don't see that, if they don't see you, $300 down to you and people to get 300. Yes, 300. And now 400 down for your turn, folks. And 400. She said no. Ask me. At 300 would get $300 and 3 would get 4 would get $400. 4 would get 400. You get 3, but if you want to give 4, I'll take it. You're in. You got her in at 300. We'll hold her right there, and that's okay. You just bid one. At 4, 5. Hit $500 down. 5. Now get 500, man. But give $500. I'm gonna give 5 here. I'm at 4 over here somewhere. 4 up there somewhere. Get 4. At 400. Yes. And now 5. He hollered right. And 400 here. Now I'm gonna down 500. Up 5. I'm gonna give 500 down forward here. But give 450, man. 4.5. Yep. 5. I'm gonna give 5. Yep. 5.5 here. 550. And 5.5. $600. $650. Right. About $6.50 here, $650 bill, and $650 now 700 now half to give $750 and $7.5 $750 800 what 850 8.5 ma'am get 850 don't even do it 859 900 here 850 been down 9 850 she's in there Tom 859 now but to give 900 down there I'm at 850 in the red shirt now 850 been down 9 been down 9 here now but to get $900 8.5 here 9 now but to get $900 8.5 but to get 900 850 but to get 900 850 but to get 900 but to get 9 here 900 gets awful quiet when you do this yep 950 9.5 here, but again, 950. Do her again, ma'am. Don't let him do. She's done. Oh my God. Is that what it means, done? 950. 950. Got 900. 950, but again, 950. Now $1,000. Make her do $1,000 here. That's only $50 away. Be a hero. Well, thanks very much. You don't want to be no hero. And 950 down here. $1,000. I'm going to give you $1,000. 9.5. So I'm going to give you $1,000 on it. You can bid again. No, 950 been 1,000 here, $1,000 to give $1,000 then 50 to give $1,000 don't you do it? His story here. Sold it $950 to get there, get her name right here. Thank you very much, 950. He'll bring that back to us and we'll find out just exactly what's going to happen here, where that's going to go. Now there's going to be some ladies that are going to hold up and pass them out here to Shirley and the guys. Some t-shirts that are signed by Greg Brown. And here we go. Shirley, get one. He's going to come back down and we can show him. How many do we have? Seven? We have 2 for 2 little people? Bring those out here to Shirley. 2.
That must be a lot of fun.
Some say that heaven has been on the blue. I've done some looking. I wouldn't say that's true. Well, looking up from the flatland, birds and clouds floating by, I would say that heaven's about 1,000 foot high. It's my home is gone. My home is gone. The hawk makes the circle through which the swallows fly. When the world is too much down on my back, I look up with longing. My home is gone. When I don't need no engine, the big chicken wings, the halos, the harps, I don't need none of those things. No, I just want the sky.
I don't. Everybody used to stand up. They'd fall over. Shut up. We'd all be rolling down. I think it's true. Yeah.
I can tell by my wife. much, everybody. I hope people will be meeting here 100 years from now. Go in good seats. Thank you all so much.
Here we are.
Okay, you're on the air.
That's me right here. Okay, you know, buy this book.
And your name is?
Jim McCaffrey.
Okay.
I am Irish, German, American, living in a Norwegian community, and I wrote this book just for my Norwegian friends.
And your wife is one of them, right?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Hello.
Most days, anyway.
I'm Brenda McCaffrey, and I'm part Norwegian and part Bohemian, so they call me a Bowegian.
Yeah.
And,
Bowegian?
Bowegians, yeah.
And we are now running this Italian restaurant in Decorah, Iowa, so everybody come on down.
Okay, so you own this restaurant, and it's in Decorah? Is this considered in Decorah?
No, actually, we're in the county. Where the blacktop stops is...
Okay, so how do you tell somebody who's never been around here how they'd find your place?
Call.
Because we almost got lost.
We got lost and we found you by being lost.
Phone number 563-382-4723.
Okay, all right. And are you the master chef here?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, there's two
the
of us.
inspiration.
Yeah. 99% perspiration, but a little bit of inspiration as well. Right?
Okay.
And we do wood-fired pizzas. We have a 5x7 wood-fired oven that we can do 50 to 60 loaves of bread and bake as well. In an 8-hour period, we can make 1,000 to 1,200 loaves of bread. We have not started doing that, but in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start doing that. Yeah.
Okay, it's 6 hours later, and we're still
You
at
guys gotta hang
McCaffrey's.
out with us here. In
I have never in my life had a meal. This is what they call the slow food movement.
Yeah, well, these people are probably going to come to California.
Susan is completely liquored up. We came at 10 this morning, and it's 6:30. We're still at the restaurant.
We're over here.
All right.
There's nothing better than McCaffrey's at 2141 Twin Springs, just outside of Decorah. We didn't know how to find it, but the people at B&B on Broadway gave us directions, and here we are.
And how long have you been here?
Hours later, we're still enjoying our lunch. The owners are so friendly. That's Jim or James and Brenda McCaffrey. They've sat with us and talked about so many things. We've just had a great time. I can't tell you enough about how friendly they are, how wonderful the food is. This is gorgeous.
And just in case you thought we were the only customers, this place is packed. It's been packed all day. The owners were nice enough to hang out with us all afternoon. We had a very nice sit down because their employees are so good. They don't need the owners to be involved. But yeah, this place is packed.
So this will be, I'll be on the home movies.
Yeah,
Yep.
We're twins.
You are? Oh yeah. I see the resemblance.
So what part of California?
Oh, yeah. I gotta put my chair back.
I grew up in
Yep.
Philadelphia.
We've been here since 1 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah, we're waiting for a table. We just.
Well, how come
I think I made Iowa.
Huh?
Are you getting?
No, we ate. We're waiting to get hungry again.
Oh!
Yeah, we have. We're still at the restaurant. We've been here for 9 hours now, and we're making a little YouTube movie of our trip to the restaurant. It started with the sun coming up, and here it is dark, and we're still here. And those shadowy things you see are people out there. So if you guys go to YouTube and you just, my wife will send you the link.
Okay.
put that light in my
And
eyeball.
I can't see a thing. You guys are just
And
shadowy
I can't remember
figures.
where I placed my walker.
Yeah.
Walker?
That's all right.
Iowa.
They will not be able to pick you out of a. Is that what it's called? Bear grass?
Bear
grass. Bears like it?
They wipe their butt with it, I guess.
I guess.
I thought it was a tulip.
I thought they were calla lilies.
Yeah, that calla lilies.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, that's a lot more out of the main reason it's down here is specifically to replenish that mineral. This is Lake McDonald. This is the largest lake in the park.
What kind of fishing?
Huh?
What kind of fishing?
Mostly trout. In lake, throughout the park, trout is the dominant fish. In this lake, we do have smallmouth bass, and we have some perch. So, and fishing, I'll talk about fishing, but that's one of the real benefits of Glacier National Parks is there's no, the only piece of paper you order.
McDonald Lake.
Who'd think there was any disease in there? Right?
Like Giardia or something? Oh.
Hey, Ed?
Sure there is.
I thought you said that, like our lake, the fish don't like clear water.
I think he was lying. Our fish don't.
In our lake, so why? But they do like this clear water.
Well, no.
Different kind of fish.
Walleye in the, where's that lake
No.
And about 500 feet deep. This is a glacier-created lake. It was formed in two ways. The early lake, a very small lake, was created by what they called terminal moraine, and what that was is a glacier stopped right there where we were. That was the dam of the lake. That's where we were, and created a shallow, small lake. And after that, it's called fan. What happened is debris from the glaciers in the spring mainly would come down the out of the mountains and would build up right there on top of that lake, on that dam, and that's what gave us the lake that we have now. And if you notice, the dam is very shallow out there as it
beautiful
goes
country.
out. Not like a man-made dam, which is
Babbling Brook.
a brook down through a Pacific rainforest. That's the way they are out on the coast. The trees are generally a lot bigger.
Hoagie, yeah. Oh.
There's a lot. How do you...
Right to there.
See the back end and see what it looks like.
43? No?
Oh,
It's made out of wood.
wow. This is something. Wow.
The fixture, huh?
Yeah. Oh, gift shop. Jam or Jellos? Just had lunch. Soup and salad. Yum yum. Just very boring information, but what can I say? Now we're headed back for the bus, and we're going to take a highway to the sun. Something to see? Holy crap. Alright, that's worth seeing. Oh man. There's some seriously straight up Sawtooth Mountains. 400,000 or something.
250.
Damn.
That smells like the grilling. That's what they're doing. Setting the big grill up. The bear steaks and bison burgers.
Mm.
You can stand up if you want to take some pictures.
Lifted your
I got
arm.
traffic. So take a real quick picture. We're going to turn around and come right back.
What's it called? Sacred Dancing Cascade. There's roaring. That's because there's something coming up. This is white water river rafting at its best. Oh yeah, Satan's house full.
That drop, I think, is around 400 feet.
Yeah.
The falls right there. We're asking about glaciers that didn't get all the way to the shore of the valley. That's a good example right there. That's a glacier valley right up in there that the falls is coming out of. Okay? But it's seatbelt keep from falling over. It's all right.
I wasn't sure if you were coming on. I just right over here.
Go up there and yeah, the trail, and then there's an overlook up there that looks over City Lake.
So the top of the hill, Logan Pass. Okay, trying to get a shot of an osprey and its nest. He'll stick his little head up, and I can hold my camera steady. See him? There he is. Alright, we're stumbling back from breakfast at Luna's. We're in Montana on a horse trail, stepping over horse pies all the way. got a lot of local people.
Look,
This
wait,
is
stop.
what? Oh, I think they're talking to one of us. Gino, that's got to be you. Hole number 3.
I like that.
That is, I know it's a golf course, but I really don't. Maybe you have to go down there for hole 3.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to show you the entire downtown East Glacier from the Amtrak station, overlooking the town. I think I did this one time already, but here it is again. Okay, and we're out of here. No, actually there is more on the other side up the street, but I'm not walking up there.
Hi, my name is Sheree. I'm a Blackfeet Indian, and I had a fantastic time with Steve and Susan and Gino and Gino, Ralph, Chimichanga.
Yes.
That's what he said his name was. And I could tell you a lot of stuff about Gino that you probably don't know. I don't know if he would want me to say it, but he said I could tell you, but I don't know if I should tell you.
Oh, go ahead. We'll put it on the internet.
You could put it on the internet. Hey, that would really be good.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed meeting you all.
Did he complain at all when you were with him?
Yes, he did.
Once, maybe twice?
He complained today. I feel he complained today because I took him on a little trail walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know if he was up for that, wanted to do that, but he kind of seemed to get grumpy every now and then. That's how I kind of took it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't bring any water, you know, so he kept talking about the water that we didn't bring. So we went halfway up the trail, and I said, okay, well, let's go back. And he said, well, yeah. He said, I'll stay here. You go back to the truck, and you get the water and bring it back to me.
Sounds like him.
So.
Oh, yeah. Gino, I'm shocked at the things she's telling me.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, let's just walk back to the pickup. I'll get you the water. So we walked back to the pickup. And they said, okay, now, what are we going to do now? And I said, we'll see. He says, I'm hungry. Are you going to cook for me? Because he knows I don't know how to cook. And I said, well, he says, well, I'm hungry. I said, well, you know what? I said, I never got a picture of you. And he said, no. He says, I don't take pictures.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I said, okay.
We'll send you a couple.
No, I said, we got down to the falls, and I said, I'm going to get my camera. I said, I can have a picture of you. He said, okay. He said, if you want, you can take 20 pictures of me. But I think I took about maybe 3 of them of him. And he said, and I know what you could do with those pictures. He says, after you get them developed, he said, you're just going to throw them away. I said, no. I said, I'm not going to do that.
You're going to clean them up with Photoshop and.
Yeah, but there's one thing I want to talk about. That's what you could put on the internet, and he could look at it first. But other than that, it's been just fantastic. It was great meeting you guys in Serrano's. It just happened, and
yes, it was.
We had a great time.
Accidental happening. So now you're here at the train to make sure we get on it, right?
Yeah, I'm here at the train to make sure that
we get on it and get out of town.
Oh no. I just really enjoyed Gino. I was very happy to meet him, and I guess I just want to come to the train depot and spend the last few minutes with him.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
It is now. Keep talking.
It's on now?
Yeah.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Gino said that we didn't see everything in Decorah.
We saw things deeply. We saw 2 things, but we saw them well. We saw the Seed Savers and we saw McCaffrey's. We didn't see anything else. We did not see any part of Iowa other than the Seed Savers farm. We didn't even tour the farm. Didn't realize that? All those 8.5 miles of trails? You don't nod, you would jiggle the camera. Just agree. Silently. All right, we'll get your picture. Yeah, and that was something. Here comes a cargo train. That's not us. But they own the rails. They go wherever the heck they want. It's the third one that's come by in the last half hour. Vanna White.
This is the best fish market I've ever seen. What?
Look at the size of it.
Where are we going, Steve? You're in charge.
We're just walking the length.
Where can we sit down?
Well, give me one right now. I'll eat it right now. I'll have to sit down for that.
Are there chairs anywhere or benches somewhere, Steve?
I don't even need cocktail sauce.
Steve, when you came here yesterday, you lunch, we're running church.
Yeah, but you're not going to find them right here. You have to...
Beaches are amazing, the steaks are amazing. Everyone's going to be great.
Come in. There's Sleepy Pie. You got every light in that room on. You didn't want to sleep in the dark?
I'm sleeping in the dark?
Light of Seattle.
time. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time. Oh, dance, 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 Sonora, dance it all the time. Dance, 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 Sonora, dance it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, big tango waltz, or the rumba. Sonora Stanks has a pedal. You tell me these little run to the ride. Tell me tonight, shake your body in time. Okay, I believe it. Tell me tonight, shake your body in time. Tell me tonight, shake your body in time. Okay, I believe it. Tell me tonight, shake your body in time. Oh, shake, 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 Sonora, shake your body time. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time. Oh, dance, 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 Sonora, dance your body time. Dance, 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 Sonora, dance it all the time. Sonora, she's a sensation, the reason for ovation. And fellas, you've got to watch it. What you want, she's got to just off like a rock. Shake your body in time, one day.